Hey, everybody. Welcome to Tea Time with the Diva. If this is your first time, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. And if this is not your first time and you're a ready subscriber, welcome back. And to all of you out there, hit that like button, okay? Help us sister out with our video. So my tea time is dedicated to today who? The side chicks, okay? But more importantly, side chick number one reality TV side chick, and that has got to be Arionne Curry, involved with Martell Holt from Loving Marriage Huntsville. And listen, made my own tea today. It's a simple black tea, and I have some lemon in it, and I have some mint. So why am I dedicating this tea time to her and the side chicks? Because you know what? Someone missed the memo. Okay, there are rules and regulations if you're going to find yourself in a side chick situation or a mistress, okay? And you should follow those rules to the T. Because listen, I have yet to see a whole bunch of side chicks out there winning, okay? They may think they're winning, but at the end of the day, they're not, okay? And being a side chick and winning, it's like playing the lotto, okay? And they say it takes what, 1 in a million people maybe win the lotto, or maybe it's even the odds are even higher. Well, that's the same odds, in my opinion, for a side chick, okay? Very rarely, ever does a side chick win. Okay. And so the reason why I want to talk to Arionne Curry is because one, this chick, I think she still holds Martell down. Whatever Martell wants Arion to do, she does it. And I want her to wake up. And why do I want her to wake up? One, because listen, this man had the opportunity, because him and his wife are divorced now. He had the opportunity to marry you, girlfriend. And guess what? He's not marrying you. He also is on that TV every second he can get and say he loved being married and he wants to be married again. And he even said that he's going to propose. I had to sit up in my seat. He said, this year I will be proposing again. Okay? So you don't have no ring, girlfriend. You're available and he ain't checking for you. So again, that's another strike against you, right? So it is one thing, okay, you done had his baby. You was the side chick. The family broke up. He still didn't choose you, but indirectly he's still sticking it to you every time he does the scene on Love and Marriage Huntsville, because he says, I want to be married, I'm proposing this year, I'm trying to get myself together. And for everything that we know, he's not asking, he is begging Melody to get back with him because he misses the family he had with her and every memory they built together and everything they had together. And girlfriend, you sat around being a side chick for years, knowing he was married. And now that he's not married, not only does he not want you, he won't even let you be his girlfriend on the TV. He went and picked Sheree to do that. But you know what? Sheree is good and grown because she better watch out too. Because he pretty much said, nah, I don't know what I'm doing with Sheree. We just doing whatever it is we do. In other words, he just using her, or maybe they using each other, okay, to get some reality TV time. But he made it be known on that TV, made it be clear, Sheree ain't the one either. He wants Melanie back. Now, let's get to know Arion really quickly. Okay, just in case let's get to know Arion. And then, I'm gonna throw out some of the side chick rules for all of you out there that consider being a side chick. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but if you're gonna do it, know the rules. So they said, who is Arionne Curry? The untold facts about Martell Holt's mistress. You know what, pretty girl. Now, what I didn't know is that she was 24 when she met Martell, and he was 34. He is 10 years her senior. So I mean, I'm gonna cut her a smidgen of a slack for being so young, and she already had a child. So you know what? He might have taken a little bit advantage of her, but she gave up her number. He didn't beat the number out of her. Pretty girl, look at her, gorgeous. Okay, Arion is a nurse by profession. I mean, I wonder what kind of nurse. But anyway, Curry over the past few years has been in the headlines as the mistress of Martell Holt, a reality TV star. He is better known for his appearance on the TV series Loving Marriage Huntsville, along with his then wife Melody Holt, okay, who goes by Melody Sheree right now. And don't get it twisted, she don't like when you call her Holt. Now, well, Martell was still while well Martell was still blissfully married to his spouse Melody when the TV personality began his extramarital affair with Arion. However, soon after their romance started surfacing in the media, it also took a huge toll on Martell's marriage to Melody. As of now, the former flames who shared 4 children together are officially divorced. And like I said, every time he get up on Love and Marriage Huntsville, he tell everybody that will listen, I want Melody back, including Melody, and ask Melody to pray about it too. Okay. So let's find out if Arion was the only reason behind their separation. In the meantime, also know if Arion and her partner Martell are still together, their son, and many more facts about Curry. Now, listen, this is just diva thoughts. I feel like he's still dipping and dabbing in Arion. He is, because he's still highly controlling her, and she's missing the boat. She still don't get it. I think in the back of her mind, just like she thought when he was with Melanie, if she can get him to leave Melanie, he would be all hers. I think she still feels that way now. If I just listen to him, do what he says, he'll come back to me. Girl, he ain't never coming back. Okay, as per some online tabloids, Ariana is a nurse. Unfortunately, any other details about her professional endeavors are yet to be determined. As we have mentioned above, the nurse has actually been in the media for her personal drama rather than her professional success. Okay, and see, that's what happens when you're a side chick. You don't even get the notoriety you should get for your profession. You're in the media because you're a side chick. Okay. So her age and other early life, reportedly born in 1993, she was raised in Alabama. Curry is 30 years old as of 2023. She's still young. She's still young. I wonder where her family is, where her aunties, her mom. And maybe this is a family tradition that she's carrying on. I don't know. They're saying that she's African American. Her other early details, including her family background and her school life, are nonetheless still unavailable. So she's a mystery. I really would love to know where her mother is. Arionne Curry is a popular as a longtime mistress of Martell Holt. When did they meet? As previously stated, Arion gained huge attention only after her romantic relationship with Martell made headlines in the late 2010s. The two met for the first time through Martell's cousin several years ago in the mid 2010s. So you know what, Martell cousin, if you actually introduce these two, you are the problem too. Or did you just have a get together and that's how they met? Carrie and her colleague attended the barbecue party at his cousin's home located in Huntsville, Alabama. It was there the two exchanged their phone numbers and started talking. At the time of their meeting, Arion was 24 while her new boyfriend was 34. So she was 24 when they met and he was 34. That's a 10 years difference. And so now she's 30. So it's 6 years later. So within the 6 years they met, she was a mistress, she had a baby. Messy. And allegedly she terminated a few babies before she had the one that she had. Initially, they became close friends, and gradually their friendship turned into love. In an exclusive interview with Unwind with Tasha K, Curry told Tasha K she knew that Holt was married to his wife only about a year after they began dating. Okay, so come on, girl. You can have speculations though, because there's no way that a married man could be with you a lot like that. So there was some speculations, girl. But I saw that interview with Tasha Kane, and it was what it was. I found out he was married within those 9 months, but our conversations kept me there. And I was wrong for continuing to deal with a married man. He did not lead me to believe that he was going to leave his wife. He always felt guilty for the situation that he put her in at first. She added that her partner didn't even give a lot of details. She also nodded, it's my fault for continuing to have a relationship. Girl, yes, it was. Okay. And listen, not to say that Martell wouldn't have did it with somebody else, but once you found out he was married, girl, you should have ran and never looked back. The Arion's romance with Martell lead to his and Melanie's divorce. As soon as Martell's infidelity hit the media, his marriage with his longtime wife Melanie Hall also hit a rough patch. The couple tied the knot back in July 2008 in an intimate wedding ceremony. Whoo, wait a minute now. Him and Melody married in '08. He married Arion in 2010. Good gosh. 2 years in. Let me go back. Is that right? They said she was 24. Did they get the yeah. Oh, Martell's relationship made, yeah, 20, the late 20, they said the late 2010s. Okay. All right. I'm like, did he meet her in 2010? I was getting ready to say, good God, Martell. Okay. So, yeah, they led a happy marital relationship for years, but things between Martell and his ex-wife started becoming worse and worse when his cheating scandal came out. Okay. Look at Arion. She's beautiful. She a young, pretty thing. And he fell for it. Meanwhile, Curry said it was never her intention to put any strain on their marriage. Girl, well, what did you think being with somebody else's man was going to do? Instead, she said the only one responsible for all that's happened is Martell, the then married man who was continuously pursuing her. The reality TV star Melody filed for divorce from her husband in 2020, citing, that it was a breakdown in their marriage with no possibility of them reconciling, right? What led Melody to file the divorce from her husband? Amidst her husband's ongoing cheating scandal, the 36-year-old Love and Marriage Huntsville star said that her husband's infidelity wasn't the only straw that ruined their marriage. She told Hollywood Life what actually compelled her to take the final step. For me, during that time, there were certain statements and comments that were made that showed me that he had not matured at all. She further said, that showed me that he was still a step zero and hadn't even gotten to step 3, 4, or 5. Martell, very immature. I will agree with that, right? Martell holds dilemmatic situation um, of choosing between Arionne Curry and his wife. Although Martell is now divorced from his spouse Melody, he had a close relationship with his wife after she knew about his dishonesty. After everything went public, he was actually in a dilemma to move forward, whether with Melody or with Curry. His ex-wife told the host Carlos King during season 3 reunion of the show, let's just see here. What I feel is that Martell couldn't leave either of us alone. He was still there with me. If I hadn't have left, he would still have been there. Whew, I believe that. And a lot of men are like that. Melanie also recalled her husband's attempt to cut off his relationship with Curry, but somewhere in the line, the reality star always found his way back to her. And it's funny, he always found his way back to her when he was still with Melanie, but then once he broke up, he ain't really want to deal with Arion like that. Arion refused to apologize to Martell Holt. Curry, who never appeared in Love and Marriage Huntsville, said she isn't actually reasonable for the I think they meant to put responsible for the end of Martell and Melanie's relationship. In the same talk with Tasha K, when asked if she would apologize to Melanie for having her relationship with her husband, she said there are lots of bad things that happen behind the scenes, which are still lingering on her mind. She says she will never apologize to her. And see, you know what? That's messed up too. And granted, listen, you don't owe anybody the wife apology. This was the husband situation. But being that you claim at some point you found out and you was wrong for continuing the relationship, why not just throw an apology her way? What is the big deal? Okay, you never know how y'all can mend a relationship, sort of, kind of, especially since now your kids are siblings. Okay. So let's go here. Arionne Curry's son with her partner Martell Holt. So there he is. They're bigger now. This was a cute picture that happened back then. This is she also has a daughter already from another relationship. Okay, and we don't know anything about her daughter's father because it's not really out there. And of course, Martell did not marry Arion, and he's in a new relationship or whatever they're calling that, a convenience ship, I'm gonna say, with Cherie Whitfield. Now, let me stop this for 1 minute, and I'm just going to share something else with y'all, and maybe share with your friends who are thinking about being a side chick or who are currently in a side chick situation. And I'm gonna put this in the description, right? I'm not going to read through all of it, but it says how to be a side chick. So listen, people, if you're going to do this thing, look up the rules, okay? And it says understanding expectations. And the gist of that is, listen, you can't invite them to no holiday party. Don't, and they're not going to invite you. And it also said in here, don't even tag him in any pictures. Okay, because the only person that should know about your relationship is you and him. They say keep it to yourself. And they said if your best friend finds out, tell your best friend, shut them out. Okay, y'all the only two that should know about your relationship, you and him. Okay, and they said number 2 is expect plans to change. Why? Because he got a whole life and a wife. and you're not the priority. Okay, understand that your partner has a significant other that they have to put first. It is likely that your partner will go to great lengths to keep their partner from finding out about you. So expect plans to change at the spur of the moment. This is what you signed up for. What's the next one? Don't ask about where the relationship is going, because you know it ain't going nowhere. You a side chick. Your partner has not left their significant other for a reason. There could be many reasons for this. For example, your partner may have built a life with their partner that would be difficult to get out of, or your partner wants a future with their significant other and just want to be with you for fun and relaxing time. They just want to play with you. So if you want to sign up to be a side chick, know this. Avoid asking about where the relationship is going. You may be disappointed with the answer. Okay? And they gaslight you so you won't leave. If you do get disappointed with the answer, they say, hold on, I'm going to tell my wife later. Then later becomes 10 years. And you a side chick for 10 years. They said focus on your time with your partner. So try not to think about the past or the future. Focus on the present. Enjoy the time you have with your partner. When you are apart, don't think about or ask what is going on with them. It ain't none of your business. You the side chick. They said avoid falling in love because it's going to hurt you. That's what Arion did. She fell in love. Okay? But now look at you. Now you're the single mother of two. Okay, it is completely natural to develop feelings for someone that you are having a romantic relationship with. Falling in love, however, will likely end up in heartache. Try to keep your feelings light, even if it seems difficult to do. Feelings can't be controlled, but make an effort to not fully invest in a relationship. If you do fall in love, bring it up to your partner. If they react in a negative way, it may be best to move on. You can tell them, I think I'm starting to develop strong feelings for you. Do you feel the same? If not, how do you feel about it? What I just said, like this thing said, just leave. Maintain the boundaries. Okay, give your partner space. Don't always be the first to text or seek them out. The person likely doesn't want to have more than one main significant other. They already have one, and your role is to be something different. Know your role. Stay in your lane. You the side chick. You should be a person they come to for a good time. Give your partner breathing room. And when you're not breathing room when you're not together, go out with your friends, have a good time. Don't worry about checking in with them every 5 minutes, or they will start to think you want something more. Well, most of the side chicks do though, but that's why these rules are keeping you alive. Know how to be a side chick if you're gonna be one. Keep things interesting. When he texts you, keep the conversation interesting. A side chick's main responsibility is to keep things fun and exciting. Give him short answers, and acting and uninterested will make him wish he was doing something else, or even just hanging out with his main partner. Tell them funny stories. Ask how they are feeling. Surprise them with a plan for something to do. Try to maintain a positive attitude. An escape from reality is likely a large part of why the partner is with you. Okay. Ain't this a mess? I ain't make these rules up, people. Why didn't you call me? They said don't ask questions. Shut your mouth. Be not seen and not heard. That's what a side chick's supposed to do. Don't ask no questions. You know who you are. I see you when I see you. I had to do something with the wife and the kids. Her mother called. My father-in-law called me. Get out of here. Consider your time as the only time that your partner is Consider your time together as the only time that your partner is your business. You shouldn't ask questions like, where were you? Or why didn't you call me? Or why are you always so busy? If you expect to keep a relationship going, those are not your concerns. Listen, people. They said don't expect to spend holidays with your partner. Now that should be an obvious one. But you know, some of them be looking, oh, you coming home from Valentine's Day? Where are you? Where you been? They said part 3, consider the implication. This is where Arion messed up too. Use protection. See that? Use protection. Anticipate getting caught. You may get caught. Okay? Most cases of cheating get found out eventually. Don't be surprised if your partner ends their relationship when you suddenly, or if you are contacted by their main partner. Go into the relationship knowing that you will eventually be found out, and it can't last forever. Decide how you will react if you are caught. Do not react in a disrespectful manner. Did you hear that, Ariana? Go apologize to Melanie. Okay, if you're contacted by their main partner, their significant other is probably feeling hurt and betrayed, and it is not their fault that they have been cheated on. Get the rules, side chicks. Get the rules. Realize who you may be hurting. Because listen, karma is a being, it's going to come back to you. It's very unlikely that all parties will leave the situation without being hurt. You, your partner, and their significant other will probably be very hurt when the situation is outed, okay? Decide if you are willing to hurt yourself and other people. Understand that you may be playing a role in breaking up a relationship or a family, but you know what, most side chicks don't care about that. Consider the future, they said. Is this relationship a fling that is not meant to last long, or is this something that you want to maintain for as long as possible? It is important to stay in the present while you're with your partner, but at some point you have to consider your future. Think about where you would like to see yourself in the next stage of your life. If it is not as a side chick, the best thing to do is in the relationship. Listen, get out if you're not happy. Well, my thing is, how could you be happy just having a piece of somebody's attention? Knowing you ain't number one. Ah, darn it. If I'm not number one, I'm good. I'm out. A secretive relationship will take an emotional toll on you eventually. Do not stay in a situation and you begin to feel unhappy. Your well-being comes first. Express to your partner that you are unhappy and would like a change. If they do not offer a solution, don't stick around with the hope that things will improve. Something you can say to your partner is, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable in this situation, and I'm not as happy as I used to be. Is there something we can do to solve this problem? Or is it better for that I move on? Just move on. Listen, guys, don't get mad at Diva. Those rules were not written by me. Those are the rules of a side chick if you want to be one. But no, according to me, side chicks rarely ever, ever, ever win. And Martell Holt, he is proven over and over again. He wants Melanie back. But Melanie ain't checking for him. And guess what? I think that any woman he gets with at this point, they're going to have some tough shoes to follow. And tough shoes to follow really because at the end of the day, no matter who he's laying down with, he's wishing it was Melanie. Hit the like button, guys. Chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And I'll see you on the next video.